I'm joined by Hannah and Simon, who had a very nervous morning waiting for their results, and their head teacher, Michael Barber from St Bede's College in Alexandra Park. If I can start with you first, what was it like this morning when you went there for the results? How did you do?
I got 3 A's, so I'm really chuffed, but the anxiousness is pretty bad.
I remember the day myself, and it's a terrible feeling waiting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just, you don't know what to expect, so it's a really great relief to finally get them.
And what about you? How were your results?
I got 3 A's as well, but yeah, very, very nervous. Like during the night, I didn't really sleep that well, to be honest. So. But yeah, it's good to just get it over and done with, really.
What do you two make of the criticism that you always get at this time of year? The results rates increase, and inevitably people say the exams are getting easier. What's it like when you hear that sort of thing?
It's easy for people to say that who aren't actually doing A-levels. For us, we try the hardest we can with what we're given, and we try really hard, and we're tested from such a young age. So I think it's a bit demeaning when we're told that, because it sort of takes away from celebrating what we've done, really. So.
If you could just, describe for us, when you're studying for the exams, what's a typical day like, preparing and all that work you've got to put in to try to achieve such excellent grades?
Personally, I used to, copy and recopy a lot of the stuff that I'd already gone through. Always doing past papers and things like that tends to help you get the kind of exam sort of technique down. But also just talking through stuff with people as well, I think really does help.
Michael, if I can bring you in. From your perspective, you obviously see students across a wide range of abilities. From your point of view, they are talking about changes to the system next year of A-levels, and there's going to be the extra A-star grade. Is this needed, or is this going to make it tougher for the sorts of students that you're looking after?
I think it's a useful addition to the gold standard that we have. The A-star will allow the universities to distinguish between who are the really top candidates. I think a fair proportion of our A-level grades would have achieved A-stars this year anyway. And I think that from the student's point of view, to refer back to the question that you asked earlier, is that they can only clear the hurdles that are put in front of them, and that they have done. And with this additional hurdle, it's another thing that they will learn to overcome, and the best ones will achieve that grade. And the better universities will use it as a way of distinguishing the best students.
When you're teaching the students, how much is it, I suppose, teaching to the exam, or because some schools approach things differently? Is it teaching to the exam, or is it teaching to give students the ability to be able to succeed in their subject without, sort of prompting them quite directly for what the exams might ask?
I think an important part of the education process is to teach the students to learn for themselves, because when they go to university, that's what they will have to do. They won't have the same sort of support network that they have in a school, which can provide a lot of academic support as well as pastoral support. That's not available at universities. So over the 2-year period, and we must remember that, of course, for these generations who were tested at the end of the lower six as well, which wasn't the case when I was at school, we have to teach them to get through the exams, and that's a necessary part of what we do. But also, we try to give them a broader aspect of education, point them into directions outside the syllabus that they might be interested in. And certainly those going to the better universities will want to have done quite a lot of background reading before they get there. I think certainly in Hannah's case, Hannah's been very involved in charity work and very involved in drama, and taking drama out to homeless people in Manchester. Simon's an under-18 international rugby player. So it's, they have that aspect to their lives as well. And, Simon was very modest. His day would be a lot of work, but also he's got to fit in his training routine as well.
Well, very briefly, Simon, Hannah, what's next for you two?
I'm going to Manchester to study politics, so hopefully I can go through that as well.
Excellent. And where are you planning to go?
Edinburgh to study philosophy and theology.
Excellent. Well, good luck with your studies. You've certainly got a good foundation to build on there. Thank you very much for coming in to speak to us today.